Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Edge Sports Network. Hope you guys are doing good. We got another interview for you guys today, part of our summer series, continuing here on the site here. Got Montavious Murphy, Kansas State basketball. Montavious, thanks so much for joining us here on the site today.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you on. Lucky to have you. You just finished up your first year at Kansas State. I'll start off here with this. How'd you feel in your first year of college basketball? How was the experience? And what were kind of your expectations headed into Division I basketball here?
Um, my first year, I didn't have high expectations. I felt it was a learning year for me.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that college basketball you can go through a lot of things, and I went through injuries, and
Mm-hmm.
I went ups and downs, and knowing that you're gonna have that day, you're gonna have that bad days that you need to progress.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's just making sure that I take step by step in the process of making sure that I do my part and
Mm-hmm.
make sure that next year I could lead in a
Mm-hmm.
new direction.
For sure, yeah. You played a nice role on this team in your first season here. I know you averaged 5 points a game, 4 rebounds and assists. You shot 41% from the field. And I know you also played about 25 minutes per game. So coming in to college basketball to play 25 minutes a game, how'd that help, personally, development wise for you? I know not a lot of guys really get that much play time in their first season. So how's that kind of help give you a confidence boost?
Oh, it really gave me a really good confidence boost.
Mm-hmm.
I never expected to come in the first game. I played around 33 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crazy. It just made me believe that it told me that the coaches really had faith in me, and like
Mm-hmm.
they knew if I stepped on the court that I was gonna get the job done. I was gonna play my role, try to win every night,
Mm-hmm.
and it just made me work even harder, and just yeah, it just put something inside me.
For sure, for sure. You're in a great conference too, the Big 12. I know making that transition from high school to college, it's tough to do, especially when you're in a conference like the Big 12. What was it like playing, Big 12 basketball? How was that kind of different from your high school experience, your AAU experience? What kind of things did you kind of have to adjust or get used to when you first got on the floor?
Man, I think the main thing I had to get used to was guys who were just more physically built.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just that; it was just a mental part of the game too. Guys were just they really thought the game out when you play. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I got here, our whole defensive aspect. I knew Kansas State was a great defensive team, and
Mm-hmm.
the main thing was picking that up, making sure that I did the simple things to make me better down the road. And
Mm-hmm.
so the main thing was just making sure that I wasn't as physically strong last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had the mental aspect down. Now I feel like this coming up, I got the physical and I got the mental aspect down. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just taking my time.
For sure, that's the best way to do it. And I know this off season, you mentioned you're kind of getting into that physical aspect down. You're getting that down for this upcoming year. How's this off season look for you? I know it's been a really weird one with everything going on. How have you just kind of been doing? Not only with basketball stuff, but just life in general. How's everything been going for you this year?
It's been going great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it this nobody would want this to happen, this quarantine and
Mm-hmm.
this corona. But for me, honestly, and everything just being paused, it's like it gave me a chance to like to heal up,
Mm-hmm.
get bigger, get faster, get stronger. Last year I came in around 215. I'm 227, 228 now.
Wow.
Um, Faster, stronger. Still working on knees, still doing treatment with my trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure I get that in every day. But we're slowly progressing because I don't nobody wants to get hurt at this time,
Mm-hmm.
with all everything going on. But the main thing is making sure that we have new guys coming in, making sure that they click, and when you have brand new guys and and I know that they are hurting right now with all the things that we're going through, and
Mm-hmm.
making sure that their head is focused during this rough patch.
Mm-hmm.
Telling them that it's gonna be that time for you when you have to step up. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad to hear you've been doing all right and doing well. Again, yeah, definitely a tough time for sure, but it's nice to see that you're kind of, taking your time with things, staying on a routine, keeping, on pace, getting these new guys acclimated to the team, in the best ways possible. But yeah, definitely a unique time. Got to really make the best of it. Sounds like you're doing just that. I know I want to go back to, your high school days, your AAU days. You scored over 1,500 points in high school. I know you averaged nearly 20 points your senior season. Played AAU as well. When you have that plan of going to Division One basketball, what'd you find kind of helped you most? High school or AAU, or was it kind of a combination of the both that really got you ready for that Division One basketball atmosphere?
Um. So basically, I would say my first 3 years was at public school with Klein Tolerance, so
Mm-hmm.
it was more focusing on. I wasn't not a bad thing. I was way more focused on AAU ball,
Mm-hmm.
and people say that's bad, but I didn't think it was bad at all because guys were just more physically built
Mm-hmm.
and just faster. So it got me more focused on getting better every day and trying to get looks for different schools and
Mm-hmm.
that type of thing. But that led into my senior year, and then my senior year was a whole different mindset. Um, I felt I was just ready, ready to
Mm-hmm.
take that role of just becoming a dominant player,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I decided to go to Concordia, and just main thing was just trying to be dominant, get accolades I wanted. I wanted to be known for the city. I felt like I did that. Wanted to go to a big school when I did that. So
Mm-hmm.
um, main thing was just getting the stuff that was going to make me a better player, and I felt that that really did that for me. So
For sure, for sure. I mean, you set yourself up nicely. You end up at Kansas State, great program. What was kind of the college decision process like for you? Why did you choose Kansas State, and what kind of led you to the school?
um, really just mainly thinking it, Kansas State was just I think they were just on top the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, I don't know if anybody knew them that, but they was mainly on top the whole time. The coaches were just really great. Coach Weber,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, Coach BK, Brad Thorne, and he was just really there for me, and really thank him because them guys were just set out there. So main thing was getting having them. Honestly I had other visits planned, but mainly they when I went there it was just I was like I'm not gonna waste my time, not
Mm-hmm.
gonna go to these other schools and try to waste anybody else's time. So it was just no point of it. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. You fit well in there in your first year, so you made a pretty good decision going with Kansas State. I want to talk too about this rivalry you guys have, of course, with Kansas. You played 19 minutes in that rivalry game. I know that is an insane rivalry, that in-state matchup right there. Can you talk a little bit about the atmosphere in that game? That was your first experience with it, of course. So how was that for you, coming into a game like that, just getting to experience that whole rivalry right there?
Unbelievable.
Uh,
I mean, it's just I knew some guys on the team. I
mhm.
know like a few guys on the team, but when you step on that court and it's Kansas State and Kansas, it's a war. I mean, words might be said. You might love the dude, might be a brother. It's just you just don't. You're just not gonna like the person on the other team, and
Mhm.
you just gotta accept that. So
Mhm.
the main thing is we just go out there and we gonna play. So the main thing when we played at Kansas at KU,
Mhm.
the main thing was trying to build off that game. It wasn't a game that we liked. It wasn't a game that we want to go back and think on. Um, things obviously happen at the end of the game that we can't take back. So
Mm-hmm.
the main thing is making sure we got our guys' heads straight for this upcoming season
Mm-hmm.
because nobody obviously wants that to happen. So main thing is not getting headstrong, mental. That mental aspect we didn't have that game.
Mm-hmm.
So the physical aspect was just all over the place. So main thing, I felt like we did come back the next game and we did our thing. Even though I was on the court, we
Mm-hmm.
did our thing at our place. We gotta this year. This year we have to mainly think about the closeness. We had Baylor. We
Mm-hmm.
had Baylor at our place, and it really hurt losing to Baylor
Mm-hmm.
and losing these close games, and that's what really hurt us did last year. So we
Mm-hmm.
just gotta build off of that.
For sure. Definitely something to build off of right there. And as you've mentioned, you guys fought, no doubt about it. And what's nice is you got plenty of time left for redemption here in the program. You just finished up your first year. So looking forward to see what you do in this sophomore season. And for this sophomore season, I mean, you mentioned you guys kind of got to get that, mental aspect toned up and then that physical aspect just to be, doing what you guys are capable of doing. What are some goals that you have, personally and as a team for your sophomore season? I know obviously right now, hopefully we get the year started on time, but as of right now, everything is in decent shape. We'll say that. So, what are kind of some of your goals for this year, and what are you looking forward to in your sophomore season?
Um, I'll start off with team goals. There's, there's, honestly, I think we're the best team in the Big 12,
Mm-hmm.
and guys are gonna be thinking that I sound crazy, but I think that we are the best team in the Big 12. Um, we have some guys that can just get it done. We have every piece in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Um, shooters, shooters, Luke, Nigel, Mike McGraw has gotten extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
He's our leader. I mean, he's a senior. He's the only senior we have, and he's really just putting it on the place right now. So, and just Casey, as big, huge body. We have the tools. We have every tool in the book, and it's
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable how much progress we are making. So, team goals is definitely bringing that title back to the hat.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. We're gonna go step by step. That's our thing. We're going step by step. First goal is getting that title.
Mm-hmm.
Then the next step will be the Big 12 tournament. The next step will be a natty and different things like that. I think for me, my main goal is try to be more of a scorer this year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year I was more of a defensive player. Now I have a bigger role. I guess try to become just a multi guy, somebody that the coach can count on to go get a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the main thing I'm gonna do. To see where it leads me.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, I love the confidence right here. I think you're getting people excited for Kansas State basketball already, right before the season even started. So it's definitely going to be fun to watch you guys see what you and the team does on the court this year. Now that you have 1 year under your belt, what's something what would you consider, the strongest part of your game this past season, and what's something that you're kind of going to strive to, work on or that you want to see improvement in your next few years in the program here?
Oh Lord, that's good. Something that I gotta strive. Last year I wasn't as healthy. I don't know, something I was eating, or so I'm eating crazy, trying to eat as healthy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna really build me. Something I think that this year is my physicality. Last year I was physical, but I didn't have the
Mm-hmm.
physical aspect, the physical body tone. This year you're gonna really feel me. Like you're gonna feel my 230, 230. So
Mm-hmm.
this year it's gonna be fun. I'm way faster than last year, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Put weight on and you're faster. So it's like it's something that I really strive to get better at. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming season, honestly.
Great. I mean, that's excellent. Sounds like you've really been kind of making the most of your time right now in the off season with the pandemic going on right now. I know you had talked a little bit about that earlier, but to be able to make the strides that you're making, I don't know if a lot of guys are doing that right now, especially, with just kind of workout regiments all mixed up and whatnot. So sounds like you're really making some serious changes, some serious strides in the right direction too. So that is great to see. Happy for you on that for sure, because I know this is a very tough time. I know to wrap up the interview here too, I always like to end on one pretty fun question and then a question that you might have thought about, you might have not thought about, but we'll get to that one. First question here for you is what would be a Montavious Murphy fun fact here? Something people might not know about you if you hadn't said anything, but just kind of a fun fact that people, may have never realized.
Oh, a fun fact. You talking about just general in life?
Just general, can be anything. Doesn't even have to be basketball related. So.
A fun fact. Oh, this is okay. That's so many little things. So basically, a fun fact is I like before games when I like warm up. I don't have like rap music on or nothing like that. I like to have like peaceful music. I'll be playing. Some days it'd be Chris Brown. Some days it'd probably be Justin Bieber or somebody like that. It just I don't know. It's not like I like songs, but it just builds like I don't like having the rap and just like working out. I like the peaceful tone. Just I'm finna because you're already getting adrenaline from the student section and all that. So it's like you don't want to build it all too high. So my thing is just having peaceful tones. I like all around music. I like country, everything. And so I'm a all around type of guy. That's probably a fun fact.
There we go. I think that's actually pretty interesting right there. But I haven't heard that one before. So I mean that kind of music kind of gets you settled down a little bit, I guess. Kind of gets you in that right rhythm.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's a good one right there. See, people never would have known that now. So now they know when they see you, in warm-ups, they know what you're listening to. So, opposing teams now, they're going to be coming for your headphones. They're going to be trying to take them off, trying to get you out of the rhythm, but don't let it happen. So, definitely a good fun fact right there. But, on to the $1 million question here, this final one. I know this might be tough to think about, but let's look at the year 2030, 10 years down the road. Still got 3 years in this Kansas State program if you want them. Where would you see yourself, 10 years down the road here? If you could kind of craft up the ideal situation, where would you be? What would you be doing? And what does the year 2030 look like for Montavious Murphy?
2030. Honestly, 2030. I'm hoping to not to be in the league, to be in the NBA. That's my main, of course, 2030. My main goal right now is to be out of here by. We've been real. Be out of here by next year if I work as hard as I believe I can. Obviously, nobody wants to leave. I mean, this is. I love this place. This place is amazing, But I think if I become that person that I'm built to be, and I could really achieve something great. So I'm hoping to keep working and if it's and take and see where my time takes me.
For sure. I mean, that's a great goal to have, and Kansas State seems like an absolutely great atmosphere, but you're always kind of striving for that next level. So it's going to be great to see what you do, however long you do have left at K-State. And then, wherever you go afterwards is going to be great to see. So looking forward to watching that journey. But I want to say, congrats on a great first season with Kansas State. Wishing you nothing but the best this upcoming year and beyond. And Montavious, I mean, thanks so much for joining us here on the site today. Great to have you on. Great speaking with you. And we'd always be glad to have you back.
For sure. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. We'll put your Twitter right down below so everyone can go follow your career journey here at K-State and beyond. And we'll also put a link to Kansas State's basketball website for news and updates on the team this upcoming season and beyond as well. So guys, thanks so much for joining us here on Edge Sports Network today for another interview in our summer series. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.